I'm going to office. Yoongi, wait. Yoongi, what happened, Jimin? Do you want anything? Jimin, you are going this early. You haven't eaten anything. Just give me 2 minutes. I will prepare your breakfast quickly. Yoongi, no, Jimin. I don't have any time. I have meeting in half an hour. Jimin, you should inform me yesterday that you will go this early. Yoongi, I informed you, but you were busy with Hopi. Jimin, what? You informed me? I'm really sorry. Yoongi, it's okay. Jimin, just wait a minute. Yoongi, Jimin, I really don't have time. Jimin gave him an apple. Yoongi, please have this on the way. It's not good to leave the house empty stomach, please. Yoongi took the apple from his hand. Okay, and I put some money on dressing table. You want to go for shopping, right? Jimin, yeah. Thank you so much. Yoongi, Jimin, today is Hobie's parents-teacher meeting. Will you come? Yoongi, today I have a meeting, but... Jimin, it's okay, I will go. You will attend your meeting. Yoongi, okay, left. Hobie shouts from room, Appa! Jimin shouts back, yeah, coming. To himself, this boy can't do anything by himself. Name Min Yoongi, age 26 years old. Profession CEO at Min Company. Married to Min Jimin. Nature always cold, never smile. Name Min Jimin, age 24 years old. Profession housemaker. Married to Min Yoongi. Nature mature and understanding, always smiling. Name Min Shok, age 5 years old. Nickname Hobie. Nature cute, stubborn and naughty. He went to his room and saw his son is struggling to tie his shoelaces. He smiled to see how his cute face turned into irritated and his cute small hands totally wrapped between shoelaces. Jimin, what happened, Hobie? Why are you shouting? Hobie, frustrated face. Appa, see, these shoelaces are so stubborn. I was trying to tie it, but it tied my hands. Showed him his tied hands. Jimin smiled. Okay, Appa will fix it. Now sit here. He tied his shoelaces by teaching him. Hobie was carefully observing him. Jimin tied his tie too and made him ready for the school. Yoonmin were 5 years married couple. Their marriage was arranged and done by family pressure. First, Yoongi doesn't ready to accept this marriage, but later he accepted Jimin as his husband and gave him his husband's place too. Yoongi was always behaving cold but never disrespect Jimin. Hobie isn't their real son. Obviously, boys can't be pregnant because they don't have uterus and ovaries. One day, Yoonmin were heading back to their home from the family function. On the road, they heard a child crying. They reached a dustbin by following the voice. There they saw a newborn baby was crying. Jimin felt pity on him and held him in his embrace, and baby stopped crying. Yoonmin took the baby at their home, and on the next day they completed all the formalities of adoption and legally adopted him as their son. Time skipped in the evening. Right now Jimin was teaching Hobie and helping him in his homework, but Hobie doesn't wanna study, he wants to play. Hobie, I don't wanna do this, I wanna play. Appa, I will finish it after playing. Jimin, no playing until you finish your all the homework. Hobie, I will do after sometimes na. Jimin, strictly, I told you na, can't you listen at once? Hobie, I'm hungry, bring me some snacks. Jimin, no snacks, no water, not going for toilet before completing your homework. Now finish it. Hobie closed his books and sat on the couch with crossed arm and big angry pout. I won't do anything, I want the snacks. Jimin, angry yet calm. Hobie, don't force me to scold you. Start doing your homework. Otherwise... Hobie angrily looked at him. Otherwise what? Jimin, otherwise you can't go outside for 1 week. Hobie started doing his homework with teary eyes. You are so meanie, I hate you. I will tell this to dad that you don't give me food and instead me starve. Jimin, yeah, tell him I'm going to prepare dinner. When I come back, I want your all the homework. Is it clear? Hobie didn't respond him, then he again asked him, but this time strictly. Hobie shouts, Otte! Jimin, good. Left from there. Jimin went to kitchen and started preparing the dinner. After few minutes, Yoongi came to home and saw Hobie was studying alone in the living room. It was very rare case. Hobie never studied by his own. Always Jimin made him study. He was thinking the reason behind how this much silent atmosphere and Hobie's studies. Just then Jimin came there and gave him a glass of water. Jimin, water. Yoongi took the water. Does he get bad results? Jimin shook his head. No, his result is as usual good. But why are you asking? Yoongi, nothing. Today house is silent and he is studying by his own rather than playing. So I thought maybe this time he got bad results. Jimin, oh, for that? Nothing to worry. I told him to do his homework. Till then I will prepare the dinner. Yoongi, okay. Jimin, there is still some time for dinner. Do you want some snacks? Yoongi, no, just make a black coffee. Jimin, okay. Yoongi came back after freshening up and sat beside Hobie, who was still looking into his books. Yoongi looked at Hobie. From where sunrise today? You are studying by your own. Hobie looked at him with teary eyes. Dad. Yoongi, worried. What happened to you? Why are you crying? Hobie, Dad. Yoongi wiped his tears. Yes, I am here. Tell me what happened. Hobie sniffed. Appa didn't give food to Hobie. Hobie is hungry. Yoongi, what? Jimin shouts from the kitchen. Yes, coming. Yoongi, don't cry. I will talk to him. Jimin gave him coffee. Your coffee? Yoongi looked at him. Why didn't you give him food? He was hungry, right? Jimin, he doesn't want to study. That's why he was making excuses. I told him to finish his all the homework. After that I will give him food. Yoongi, okay. To Hobie, Appa is right. First finish your all the work. Why are you crying over this simple thing? Sooner you will finish your work, sooner you will get the snacks. Now stop crying and finish your work. To Jimin, go and do your work. I will check his homework. Jimin, okay. Left. Yoongi knows Jimin very well. He can never make anyone stray. And here it's Hobie, whom he loves more than his life. He knows Jimin is well mature and whatever he did for Hobie's betterment, that's why he didn't say anything to him. Time skipped at the dinner time. Hobie completed his all the homework with the help of Yoongi and showed to Jimin. Jimin served their dinner, but now Hobie is very angry from him. Jimin, Hobie, open your mouth and let me feed you. Hobie, big angry pout. No, I don't want to eat anything. Keep your food with yourself. Yoongi, angrily. Hobie. Jimin immediately held his hand under the table and gave him reassurance look and not to say anything to him. Jimin held his ears by his hands. Okay, Appa is sorry. Appa will never scold Sunshine again. See, Appa prepared Hobie's all the favorite dishes. Now please forgive Appa and have the food, please. Hobie looked at him with side eyes. Promise? Showed his pinky finger. Jimin smiled and joined his pinky finger with his. Yeah, pinky promise. Jimin started feeding Hobie and he happily started eating while enjoying the food. Jimin was patting Hobie's head and he was sleeping peacefully. Yoongi was working on his laptop. He looked at Jimin and Hobie and put his laptop on the side table. Yoongi, did he sleep? Jimin kissed on his forehead. He just sleep. Yoongi, I want to talk with you. Jimin, shh, lower your voice. He will be awake. Yoongi whispered, sorry. Jimin whispered back, yeah, tell me. Yoongi whispered, Jimin, why did you stop me? I don't like how he shouted on you. You shouldn't stop me. Jimin, it's okay, Yoongi. He is just a kid. Don't get angry on him. Yoongi, I know he is a kid, but he should know his limits too. Jimin, he knows, Yoongi. Yoongi, tell me how many times he misbehaved with you, and don't you dare to lie. Jimin, it was his first time, Yoongi. He never misbehaved with me. Yoongi, are you sure? Jimin, Yeah, now let's sleep. Time skipped at next day night. It's Saturday night. Hobie was crying hard while throwing his hands and legs on the floor. Jimin was standing in front of him with crossed arms. He was looking super mad. Let's see what's happening here. Hobie, while crying hard, you are so bad. Jimin, mad. Really? Am I bad or you? What did you do there? Didn't you see everyone was looking at me with weird eyes? Hobie, it's all your fault. You should buy me that. Jimin, Hobie, are you serious? First you did mistake, then you started blaming and arguing with me. You made me so embarrassed today. Hobie, you are so meanie. Jimin, enough Hobie. Hobie, what enough? I know my name is Hobie. You don't need to tell me again and again. Jimin, Hobie, don't forget I'm your appa. You can't disrespect me like this. Hobie, when you forget I'm your son, then why would I remember that? If Dad was there, then he will definitely let me buy a remote control car. Jimin, do you know how much expensive that car was? Hobie, so what? You should buy me that. All the friends have that car except me. Jimin, I don't have money to waste on your senseless demands. You have enough toy to play. It's not your age to play with remote control car. Hobie, it's not your money, it's my dad's money. I sure Dad gave you money yesterday. Jimin, yeah, he gave me money but for buying essential things. Yeah, it's your dad's hard-earned money. Do you know how much tough it is to earn money? Hobie, that's dad's money, not yours. What is you doing all the day? You only rest all the day and enjoy on dad's money. But when I want anything, you refused it. You are so selfish and greedy. Yoongi angrily shouts, Hoshok! Yoongi came little early to spend some time with Jimin and Hobie. He wants to give surprise to them, but he got shocked to see how rudely Hobie was behaving with Jimin. He was standing there from past few minutes because he doesn't want to burst on him. But when Hobie crossed his all the limits, he couldn't control on himself more and angrily shouts on him. Yoongi angrily came near him. How dare you to shout on him? And what's your tone, huh? Is this the way to talk with your appa? Tell me. Jimin hid Hobie behind himself. Yoongi, you came this early? Go and change. I will prepare your coffee. Try to divert his attention. Yoongi, certainly. Jimin, move aside. Today I won't listen to you. Jimin, but... Yoongi pushed him a little. When I said something, then listen at once. Jimin mumbles, sorry. Yoongi to Hobie, and you young man, tell me, why are you shouting on him? It's bad manners, na? Hobie angrily glared at Jimin, then tell him to buy remote control car for me. Yoongi, watch your tone, young man. Don't forget with whom you are talking. Hobie crossed arm, I'm talking to my dad. Yoongi apologized to him. Hobie, I won't say sorry to him. He is so selfish and greedy. Yoongi shouts, Hoshok! Raised his hand to slap him, but Jimin came in between and Yoongi stopped. Jimin, Yoongi, he is a kid. Yoongi, move aside Jimin, let me teach him some manners. Jimin, Yoongi, calm down first. Yoongi grabbed Hobie's hand and pulled him out from Jimin's back. And you, what did I say to you? Didn't you listen? Yoongi was grabbing Hobie's arm very tightly. Hobie was so scared to see Yoongi's angry face. He started crying loudly and tried to free himself. Hobie cracked voice, Dad, leave me, it hurts. Yoongi first apologized to him. Hobie looked at Jimin, so sorry. Yoongi properly apologized to him. Hobie held his ears by his hands. I'm sorry, please. Yoongi, I'm sorry what? Hobie, Appa, I'm sorry, Appa. Please forgive me. Yoongi, leave his hand. Now go to your room and don't you dare to come out. Hobie fell on the floor and started rubbing his arm to lessen the pain. Jimin approached him, but he stood up and harshly pushed Jimin. Hobie pushed Jimin. It's all happened because of you. I hate you. Ran to his room. Yoongi hold Jimin. Are you alright? Jimin nodded his head. Yeah. Yoongi angrily. Hey you, wait. Jimin stopped him by holding his hand. Leave him, he is angry right now. Yoongi made Jimin sit on the couch. You shouldn't stop me, Jimin. See, he is becoming spoiled brat day by day. Jimin, I know Yoongi, but slapping the kid isn't the correct way to teach him something. We should talk with him and make him realize his mistake. Yoongi, leave that to me. I will definitely teach him some good lesson. Jimin, exactly what are you going to do? Yoongi, you will be know tomorrow. Don't worry, I won't hurt him physically. Time skipped in the morning. Hobie woke up and found no one was there. It's Sunday morning. Usually Jimin always wake him up by lovingly stroking his head, but today he wasn't seen anywhere. He called him but got no response. He started to find him. He started searching him everywhere by calling Appa, Appa. But Jimin wasn't in the house. Now he got scared and started crying loudly. Just then, main gate opened, revealing Yoongi. He immediately went to him and hugged his legs. Hobie, Dad, Appa is missing. Yoongi broke the hug and sat on the couch. I know. By the way, I brought something for you. Gave him a box. Hobie, confused. What's this, Dad? Yoongi, see it by yourself. Hobie unboxed the box. Remote control car? Yoongi brought him a remote control car, but still he wasn't happy. His eyes were searching Jimin. He was missing his appa. Yoongi looked at his expression. Didn't you like it? Hobie placed the box on side. No, Dad, I like it. Dad, appa is missing. Let's go and find him. Hold Yoongi's hand and try to pull him. Yoongi, no need to find him. He is bad, meanie, greedy and selfish na. We don't need such type of person in our life. Hobie shook his head vigorously. No, Appa isn't like this. Yoongi, now go and do your morning routine and come back here. Hobie, I do? Shocked eyes. Always Appa brushed my teeth and give me bath. Yoongi, but your Appa is gone now. Now onwards you have to do all the works by yourself. Now go. After 30 minutes he came to dining room and saw Yoongi was spreading the jam on the bread. He went near him and sat on the chair. Hobie, was this that? Yoongi, our breakfast. Hobie, but Appa never give this to me. He always make delicious breakfast for me. Yoongi, but your Appa isn't here and I don't know how to cook, so we don't have any other option. You have to eat this only. Hobie took a bite. It doesn't have any taste. I don't like it. Yoongi, whatever you like it or not, we only have this for our breakfast. Now it's all depends on you. Eat it or not. Hobie quickly started eating. I'm eating, Dad. Yoongi, eat quickly. After that we have to clean this entire house and go for grocery shopping too. Hobie, shocked. Cleaning this house? Yoongi, yeah, we can't live in dirty house, right? Hobie, yeah. Time skipped after some times. It's evening time now. The whole day Yoongi and Hobie did all the household work which Jimin used to do daily. Hobie was sitting on his bed while holding his and Jimin's photo frame. He was very tired and missing Jimin so much. Suddenly he remembered his appa's word. If you ask anything from God by heart, then God will definitely help you. He immediately closed his eyes and joined his both the palm together and started praying. God, please return my appa. I realized my mistake. I will never shout on him. I love him so much. I can't live without him. He was praying while crying hard. He genuinely missing Jimin a lot. Suddenly he heard Jimin's voice from the living room. He immediately ran towards there. He came into living room and saw Jimin was talking with Yoongi. He didn't waste any time and quickly hugged him tightly. Tears was continuously flowing from his eyes. Jimin immediately kneeled down in front of him and wiped his tears. Jimin softly, Hobie, what happened, baby? Why are you crying? Hobie hugged him more tightly. I'm sorry, Appa. Please don't leave me again. I promise I will behave like a good boy. Jimin patted his back. I know my sunshine is a good boy. And why did I leave you? Where will I go? Hobie broke the hug and quickly wiped his tears. Hobie was behaving like a bad boy. That's why you leave us, na? Jimin smiled. I went to Jin Hyang's house. See, he sent delicious food for us. Come, I will serve it. Hobie, yes, Appa, I'm so hungry. Jimin, why? Hadn't you eaten your meal? Hobie, no, we had eaten, but only bread and jam. Dad doesn't know how to make food, na. And today's Sunday, na. On Sunday we can't use card. That's all the money spent on grocery shopping. So Dad doesn't have any money left in his wallet. That's why we can't order our food from outside, said cutely. Jimin, who told you this? Hobie, Dad said this to Hobie. Jimin looked at Yoongi. Yoongi, leave all this, Jimin. You know, we rest and enjoyed whole day just like you, right, Hobie? Hobie shook his head vigorously. No, Dad is lying, Appa. We did so much hard work today. I understood. Your work is so hard. I cleaned this center table and dining table too. My hands are hurting so much. Jimin kissed on his both the palm. Yoongi, you made our sunshine to do work. Yoongi, he himself said yesterday that you are doing rest all the day and enjoy, so I thought to let him enjoy too. Jimin, Yoongi, he is just a baby. Yoongi, okay, now let's eat the dinner. I'm so hungry. Jimin picked Yoongi in his arm. Yeah, sure. They all ate their dinner happily like a happy family. Hobie realized his mistake and apologized from Jimin and promised him to never repeat this again. Yoongi wisely handled the situation and made Hobie realize his mistake. Homemaking is the toughest job. All the homemakers deserve love and respect. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all like it. So this was requested one shot for Yoonmin Shok. But I know you all only like Yoonmin, so I made Hobie as their son. Lots of requests are pending, but I don't have time right now. I will definitely make all of your requests, but slowly, okay? Give lots of love this one shot too. We will meet soon. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.